sweet friends. This is Mary. You're watching Cardz TV. I'm so glad you're here today. Thanks for stopping by. It's Wednesday, so you know what that means. Another Wayne's Wednesday Mystery Card Challenge. My husband Wayne's going to pick one sketch and 3 papers out of my scraps. He's going to put them in this envelope without me seeing them, and then I'll open this envelope with all of you and attempt to make a card out of what he's put inside. So I'm going to move all this out of the way, and we'll check that envelope and see if I can make a card out of what he's put inside. Are y'all ready? I'm excited. I hope it's going to be something good. Okay. Oh, one of my favorite sketches. This is Cardz TV sketch number 2. This is one of my favorites, and this was the second sketch I ever made. So it's been around for a while, and I haven't used it in a while. So I'm excited to get to use that one again. Oh, some pretty papers. And we've got a blue theme going on. Let's see if they're double-sided. No. No. Yes, but it's brown. Oh dear. This one might be hard again. They're really pretty papers, but they don't really match. Okay, guys, I'm going to give it my best shot. I'm going to find a focal point and see what I can figure out to do with these papers and this sketch. Okay, I've determined that the one thing they all have in common is green. There's a green stripe running through this plaid. There's green leaves on these little flowers as well as these. I don't know if there's enough of this to really do anything with, but that's the common denominator, is green. So I'm going to go find some green cardstock that matches to try to pull all this together. And focal point, it might be a flower, it might be something else. I don't know yet. So like I said before, I'll be right back. Well, y'all, this is what I've come up with so far. Because I had 3 papers and they were all relatively the same size, I was able to go ahead and cut each paper by the measurements on the sketch. Now, if I'd had a 4th paper, I could have made 4 cards, and I could have put all the papers from each pattern on one of the cards. But because I only had 3 papers, it wouldn't have been balanced. I would have had 2 of one pattern and then just 1 of each of the others. I hope that makes sense. So what I've done, I've come up with 3 cards using these papers, and this way they're balanced. I couldn't figure out any other way to do it. So 3 cards is better than 1, right? I'm using the sketch. I'm using all 3 papers. Now I just have to figure out a focal point for these. But I really like each and every one of them. I think they turned out really pretty. I've got to get them glued down. Got to get the 4 by 5 1/4 inch mat glued down. But we're going to start doing that. And then I'm going to go in search of some focal points, and we're going to end up with 3 cards instead of 1 for this mystery card challenge. And here are the scraps I had left. They're not even wide enough. Well, maybe this one is. I could get 2 quilt squares out of that one and that one. Well, maybe that one too. Maybe I got more here than what I thought. I could get 1 out of that. So I could get a few quilt squares out of this. And maybe some borders out of these other pieces. But like this one, it's going in the garbage. And this one, I can cut this bottom strip off. And then these 2 smaller. But it looks like I'm going to use up just about every piece of these 3 papers. You did a great job today, Wayne. I really do like these, so I'll be back soon with some focal points, and we'll get these 3 cards put together for Wayne's Wednesday Mystery Card Challenge. This one's going to turn out really good, I think. Okay, y'all, I have figured out all my focal points. I'm so excited. I can't wait to show them to you. But first, we've got to get all these backgrounds put together. Now, I didn't even give you the measurements. Now, this is Cardz TV Sketch number 2. All the measurements are on here for you. And I've cut each piece according to those measurements. I didn't make any changes. So, our green background mat is 4 by 5 1/4, and it's on a white card base, which is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. Now we look up here, we've got a plaid piece, which is 1 1/2 by 1 3/4 inches. Right below that, we've got this pretty blue and white and green floral. This is 1 1/2 by 3 1/4. Up here in the right upper corner, this is 2 1/4 by 1 3/4. And our last plaid piece is 2 1/4 by 3 1/4. So I'm going to get my glue and get all these put down, and I'm going to do the same with the other 2 backgrounds. And then we're going to come back and put our focal point on here. I can't wait for you to see it. It's so pretty. Okay, here I go. I can't believe I'm getting 3 cards out of these papers. Wayne did a great job this time. Well, he does a great job every time. But this one, wow, 3 cards at once, using the same sketch and the 3 papers. Here are all 3 of our backgrounds put together, and I think they're kind of cute. They kind of have a country look to them, but I really, really like them. Now this one, first let me show you what I used for my focal point. I have had these dies in my stash for a long time. I've never used any of them except the leaves and the word hello. And I got them out, and oh my gosh, I wish I'd been using these before now. These are the nicest dies and make the most beautiful flowers. Spellbinders makes awesome dies, guys. I'm very pleased with this set. It's called Vintage Florals. It was designed by Wendy Becky for Spellbinders. And there is a lot in here. This one is another die I just threw in here. It was also from Spellbinders, but not from this set. But this makes gorgeous flowers. And let me show you what I made out of these. After all this time, I just kept using the leaves, but never the flowers. This first one I thought would make a beautiful, look at that flower, guys. Is that not gorgeous? I just cut this out of white. I took a Copic marker in C1, which is cool gray 1. I just barely went around the edges, and I popped the layers up on foam tape. I colored the center with one of my Spectrum Noir markers. This is a dark gold blend. And then I highlighted the leaves with a little bit of green ink. Just beautiful, beautiful. I'm going to put that right here, but I thought this would make a really pretty anniversary, or even like for a country wedding. I thought that would be so beautiful. So I'm going to get some glue and get this put down, and then we're going to do these other 2, and I'll show you the flowers I made for them. I wish I'd been using these all along, guys. These flowers are just stunning. So we'll go ahead and get all this put down. Okay, here is card number 1 for our Wednesday mystery card challenge. I'm so thrilled with it. Now, I decided to put the flower on here instead of the square. And I'm so glad I did. I think it's just so pretty. So there's card number 1. Let's make card number 2. Okay, for card number 2, I cut 2 arched stitch dies. The green one is 2.5 by 3 3/4, and the white one is 2 inches by 3 1/4. I've got these on foam tape, and I'm going to put them down right about there. And look at these gorgeous flowers I made with that Spellbinder set, guys. I wanted to pull the pink out in here, and I'm going to glue those down right about there. I've only got a little bit of foam tape between one of the flower layers, but because we've got the dies on foam tape, I think that'll do great. Just like that. And I thought that was so sweet. So our sentiment is hugs and kisses. That's about 1/2 inch by 2 inches. And I cut this out with a punch. I think it was a Stampin' Up! Punch. I like the ends on it. And we're going to put that right there, so it hangs off the end a little bit. Now, I could put some foam tape under there, and I may do that. Isn't that sweet, guys? So there is card number 2 for our mystery card challenge. Okay, let's do card number 3. Okay, for card number 3, I found this little doily die. I have had this, I don't know how many years, but I cut one out in white. We're going to put that down right there. And let me give you the dimensions of this. This little circle is approximately 2.5 inches. And here are my flowers that are going on that. Aren't they gorgeous? Now, the other flowers, the white one, I didn't color. I just went around it with my Copic marker. But the pink flowers, I used my Spectrum Noir markers for those. And I used just a pale pink blend. And then for the centers, I used a golden brown blend. But for this, I used a little sponge dauber and some ink. And the color of the ink was called Cranberry. And I thought that was so pretty. And then the centers I cut out of black cardstock. And then I've got my leaves on here. Now I put some foam tape in between these petals too. That's going to go right there, just like that. And this is going to be a birthday card. So I just cut a little piece of white cardstock. This is 1/2 inch by 2 1/4 inches. And I used some Memento Tuxedo black ink and stamped Happy Birthday. And I'm going to put that right there. And there is card number 3. A sweet little birthday card. Looks like it'd be perfect for a little vintage or country birthday. So I'm going to get all this adhered down, and we'll come back and look at all 3 of our cards that we made today. Well, y'all, here are all 3 of the cards we made today for Wayne's Wednesday Mystery Card Challenge. Wayne gave me sketch number 2, and you can find all the sketches over at my blog, cardstv.blogspot.com. And there are now 65 sketches, guys, and they're all free to download. So all 3 of these were made with sketch number 2. And these are the 3 papers that Wayne gave me to create a card with. And instead of 1 card, I created 3 because there was so much paper and I wanted to use it all. In fact, this is all that's left. Just a few pieces for some squares to make some quilt cards, some trash, and a few little border pieces. Now, I'd say that's pretty good, wouldn't you? Wayne did an awesome job this week. And I'm really loving these cards. They have such a country vintage feel to them. And also, I'm going to give y'all a link to this Spellbinders Vintage Floral die set, if I can find it. I got it from Amazon, and it is an awesome set. You will love it, because I sure do. I had so much fun. This is better than using Dollar Tree flowers to me, because I had so much fun making them. And I did not have any Dollar Tree sticker flowers that would match any of these. And what's nice about using the dies is you can make them whatever color you want, and you can put as many flowers as you want. You can put 1 or 3. Thank you all so very much for coming by today. I really hope you've enjoyed this. Wayne, you did a great job pulling the sketch in these papers. I just love these cards, and I hope y'all do too. Remember, guys, I love you all. God bless you all. And I will see you again soon, next Saturday, with another card. Bye now.